Hello friends, Namaste. Very good evening from Betterify. Today I have to share the results of Reliance Industries. See, Reliance Industries has declared their results yesterday after the market hours. Reliance Industries is one of the biggest companies on both the exchanges. It contributes to somewhere around 7% to Sensex or Nifty 50 index. So let us see the analysis of the results of Reliance Industries. So results are for as we are seeing the results of Q2 for all companies. So Reliance Industries results for Q2 of the current financial year is 2022. So let us see the analysis. As you know, I am only sharing the snapshot view of the results because I wish to make the video shorter when it comes to results. See, the top line of the company is increased by 20% on quarter-on-quarter basis, and the same is increased by 48% on year-on-year basis. The net profit is increased by 12% on quarter-on-quarter basis, and the same is increased by 46% on year-on-year basis. That is, if you see, the net profit is increased from 10,600 crores in the last quarter, that is September 20, the second quarter of the last year, to 15,479 crores in the second quarter of the current year. So on year, if you see 10,600 to 15,400. Now this comes to somewhere around 4,800 crores. Now why I'm stressing the important point here is this net profit increase of 46%, that is 10,600 to 15,000, let us say 500, which is 4,800, is not alone because of the increase in the top line. It is also because of a considerable amount decline in the cost. So basically the finance cost has come down from this September of last year to September of the current year, the second quarter of last year to second quarter of first year of the current year. So this on year, the finance cost alone has come down by 37%. The finance cost has come down by somewhere around 2,200 crore. So this 4,800 crores increase in the net profit, half of that is alone because of decline in the finance cost. So this point you have to remember very clearly. From where the majority of the net profit is coming from, where it is not coming from the top line, but it is coming from reduction in cost. Now let us now see the earnings per share. So the earnings per share is increased by 10.13% on quarter-on-quarter basis, and the same is increased by 40.70% on year-on-year basis. Now the margins are at pressure, a lot of pressure. So Reliance has to look into the improving the margins. See, the operating profit margin is declined by 8.85%, and the same is declined by 13.26% on year-on-year basis. See, the net profit margin is declined by 7% on a quarter-on-quarter basis, and the same is declined by 2.5% on year-on-year basis. Now let us see how the stock price has behaved for the whole of the period. See, the stock price is increased by 25% on quarter-on-quarter basis, and the same is increased by 18% on year-on-year basis. See, the stock price was somewhere around 2022 on end of last year, that is 31st March of 2021, and the same has improved from 2,000 to 2,600 levels as of now. Now that is giving an increase of 18% on year-on-year basis and 25% on quarter-on-quarter basis. That is 2,098 in June to 2,600 in September as of now. Now you see Reliance Industries is part of BSE Oil and Gas Index. Let us see how this index has performed. This index is performed by around 16% on quarter-on-quarter basis, and the same is increased by around 53% on year-on-year basis. Now, Reliance is part of Sensex, as I said, and it contributes to somewhere around 7% to Sensex. Let's see how the Sensex has improved. Sensex is increased by 16% on quarter-on-quarter basis, and the same is increased by 57% on year-on-year basis. So we have to see this connection. That is, EPS is increased by 40%. The BSE oil and gas index is increased by 50%, and the Sensex is increased by 57%, whereas the stock is increased by only 18%. Now, this indicates there is still some scope in the stock price to go up. But if we see the stock price, if you see into the buzz or momentum in the stock price, on the last day of the Reliance results, it basically fell. So in the last 5 days before the results, the stock was bearish on the BSE and NSE. So let us see how the stock price behaved on the last day of the before the results declared. Now the previous close was 2622. That is, this was on Friday. This was on Thursday. Now Friday the market was open, but the results were declared and submitted to the exchanges after the market hours. That is, if you go exactly into the time, let us say, so this was submitted around 6 o'clock in the evening by 6. So 20:18:59. This is the time of the exchange on 22nd of October. That is on Friday after the market hours. So today is Saturday, the markets are closed. So on Thursday, the previous close, on Thursday it closed at 2622. It opened at 2620, and it went as low as 2611, and it went as high as 2664, and finally it closed at 2625, thereby giving a small change of 3 rupees, that is 0.12%. As I always share a quote for motivation, as we all are struggling and doing our best to create wealth. So on that front, let us take the quote of the what to say, the greatest creators of wealth on earth. So Warren Buffett is considered as one of the biggest investors, wealth creators in the world of finance and stocks and markets and all that. Earlier, I was sharing the quote of Benjamin Franklin. This is to share the quote of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you will earn. So that was as regards the quote. Let us see how this stock behaved on the exchange before the results. See, last day, if you see, I'm referring to Google Finance. This is one of the important resources for data analysis, charts, and all that. In the last 5 days, if you see, normally before the results, the stock prices are in buzz. They have a greater upward momentum if the market feels that the results are going to be good, if the results are going to be robust. But in the last 5 days, you can see the trend was bearish. So as I was sharing, the results appear to be good, no doubt about it. But I really don't know on Monday how the market will react, because the margins are under tremendous pressure. And there is definitely increase in net profit, but as I shared with you, the majority of the net profit is not coming from the improvement in the top line, but it is also coming from the reduction in cost. So the margins are a worrisome component when it comes to the financials of the company. So that is it as far as the results of Reliance Industries for Q2 are concerned. I will continue to share with you the results of other companies as they unfold. Thank you so much for listening, and let us meet on the results of some other company. Thank you so much.